And look at this. That is a big old chunk.
Chief is a family-owned, Nebraska-based company comprised of 7 diverse brands. Chief, trusted, tested, true.
Good morning, everyone. You might be asking, why am I starting the day holding a screwdriver in front of our combine? That is a great question. Let me tell you all. You see, after this rain, not only were the beans themselves kind of moist, they're drying out now with the sun, but rain makes dirt wet. Shocking. And when you're going along, dirt gets trapped up here and can lead to wearing out this belt faster. So I'm using this screwdriver to dig the dirt out and then my hand to push it onto the ground. Gage doesn't have football practice today, which is awesome. Means we get him for the whole afternoon. Right now he's checking to see if we have any broken sickles. So you can see from that, ooh,
just got
cut his
himself.
hand. As you can see from all that dirt piled up, we have some kind of issue. See, we're pushing some kind of pile there. Must not have been an issue.
Or there's like from the sprayer or something.
Like a bigger track?
Like ruts or something. And then all the dirt pushes up into the head.
Oh,
It's a stink bug.
Get him, Grant. Phew. So all that dirt that you saw up here, yeah, it's just not working out so well on this field. So we're gonna switch fields and see if it does any better. Need to move these trucks out of the way so the combine can come through. Ooh, this seat is up so high my feet can't touch the ground right now.
Aurora, you got a radio?
Yes.
Why don't you just drive that thing around the section and bring it to the Crick Farm?
Copy that. I must admit, I'm a little bit nervous about being left all alone in the cab here. I know I have many, many, many hours of equipment experience, but since this is still my first year farming with Grant and his dad, I just feel really overly cautious, I'll say. I already have broken things, as you remember from one of the previous videos. It wasn't my fault, but since I was driving it still felt like my fault. So since I'm all alone out here right now, it's just Gage and I in the field. Gage is in the grain cart, I'm in the combine. Grant and his dad are both driving semi-truck. And so I just really want to make sure nothing goes wrong. This pass marks half of this field done, which is super exciting. That means we've done about 40 acres today, which so far has been our most productive day. I know it doesn't sound like much, but it just feels like today we finally got things rolling. Some key things that I'm watching, one of which is this feeder house here. I just want to make sure that stuff isn't getting spit back out. I am watching kind of behind the head here and here to make sure I'm not pushing anything. I am watching my mirrors. Do you see the trash that I'm spitting out the back? That's all of the organic matter that's not the soybean, and I'm making sure that it's not spitting into the standing up plants. So I'm adjusting that every pass. I'm watching my speed and then also my engine load. And then up here, I'm looking at my line and then also the percentage full I am. And then back here, I am looking at my grain sample. And then I am also looking at myself in the mirror and asking myself, how much longer can I wait until I need dinner? Luckily, tonight is a special night. I think Grant's mom, my mother-in-law, is going to be bringing out dinner to the fields, and I have a feeling it's going to be something delicious. While golden hour is very beautiful, it happens to be an incredibly tricky time to harvest because right now I cannot see anything over there. My visibility over here, okay, well, on the camera screen it looks pretty good, but just trust me, the dust reflecting makes it really hard to see. And it also means that the sun is setting, which means moisture is going to start coming up, and these beans are going to get a lot harder to cut. They're all going to stick together, and plugs are way more likely to happen. In fact, I will admit I did kind of plug up the feeder house a little bit, and I was just so panicked that I just got the plug out before I could even film it. But I am not a perfect combine driver. I'm doing my best, but this time of night gets really tricky. So my speed has cut in half. I'm going 1.5 miles an hour now instead of 3. On the bright side, my mother-in-law brought out the most delicious homemade pizza. She makes the crust from scratch and everything. It was so good. Definitely a bright spot for the evening. You might be wondering why I'm doing that in the middle of the field. And that is because on the last pass, I mean, I'm not quite there yet. Look what I picked up. That is a chunk of concrete. I started pushing this pile here, so I backed up to see what it could be. And look at this. That is a big old chunk. Definitely would not want that going through the feeder house. I'm going to pick that up and put it on the ladder so we don't hit that with the planter next spring. Just want to appreciate the night for a quick second while I'm out here. It is gorgeous, but the dew is definitely coming up. I actually found 2 other big chunks. Going to take those home so they don't disrupt any field operations next year. As a bonus, there was rusty nails in them, so that would have been great.